You can see from my hood that we are hiking in the snow today. We are actually slack packing again, thanks to our trail angel Flash and her family. We are walking southbound today, so we are getting a different perspective from Mack's Patch back down to Standing Bear Farm. And it is going to be a snowy day. It's going to be a snowy night. We're hoping for about 15 miles today without packs on, but this snow isn't going to keep it fun. But we are grateful again for the opportunity to slack pack and move faster, especially in the snow.
Today is April 8th. We've been here for 1 month.
On the trail for 1 month. And look at this gorgeous day that we have today. First snow, right girls?
Woo!
Flash, the trail angel Sean, who's been supporting us through the Smokies, told me that this is not uncommon, this freeze and the snow that they're getting today. They actually call it dogwood winter. When the dogwoods begin to bloom, there's always another freeze and usually some snow. So it's not a surprise, but certainly our first experience on the trail in the last month of walking through snow. We've had some freezing rain and we've woken up to some icy rain, but never snow like this. But they knew it was coming. We had a good view this morning off Mack's Patch, but no views up on top of this mountain. We're coming down off Snowbird Mountain, which is apropos in this weather, and saw this cool AT here made out of wood. Done with this day. So we are back at Mack's Patch. Now we slack packed here going southbound the other day and then had to take a 0 to avoid the weather. So when we were here the other day, we had a beautiful view. Now we do again, but with a whole bunch of snow this time. So it's an interesting change to be up here on Mack's Patch. Here comes Charlotte, walking in the snow. So it's supposed to be 79 degrees today. So it's kind of funny that we're back up here again in this snow, and then we'll probably be shedding our puffies. We'll have 6 miles of slack packing. Sean will meet us at Lemon Gap. We'll grab our packs and on we'll be again. They call post-holing when you have to stick your feet down deep into the snow. I'm grateful someone else post-holed before us, but this is a significant amount of snow that we're walking through here.
Got you.
We found a mini snowman. The girls want to make their own. It's really good packing snow.
It's wet because the sun is melting it. Oh no, Dad's coming.
I said they could make it till Dad comes. We have about 2.5 miles to go till we get to Lemon Gap.
Good job, girls.
We are at the summit of Bluff Mountain. This is our second little climb of the day. Not too bad, but I wanted you to see that the girls are hiking here through the snow at the summit in their t-shirts. It is warm, so the snow is really starting to melt and get really goopy. Matthew and I have both fallen. My pants are full of mud from the just sloppy trails. We did that while we were slack packing this morning. But it is a gorgeous day to hike in the snow in our t-shirts. I said it was going to be sloppy going. If you can see this, it's just solid mud. All of this snow is just melting and we are walking in it. We are sliding, we are slipping. I can feel it in my socks. It is a gradual downhill, but certainly not super fast when you have to walk in mud like this.
Hi, we're on our way into Hot Springs and we were just walking past and we saw this. A fairy and gnome garden, just randomly in the moss. It's really cool. Bye.
After a knee-breaking descent, as always seems to be, we have walked into the town of Hot Springs. See the low elevation, 1326. It's our first time walking straight into a trail town. So it's fun to be able to just walk and come right into town. The Carolina Mountain Club has done an incredible job of keeping the trail marked here. We are going to have lunch at a famous diner that everybody loves, but we are going straight into the heart of this town. We saw a school from up on the mountain with school buses, so I offered the girls a chance to jump in and take a class. Amelia wants to take me up on it. Charlotte does not. In Hot Springs, they make it easy to follow your way in. Amelia said it looks like an arrow pointing us into town.
No, I did.
Charlotte did. Today we are walking out of Hot Springs after a lovely stay camping on the lawn at Laughing Heart Hostel. We had a really great time. Reboot, the owner, is really phenomenal. So we recommend it even if you're just camping. It's a great spot. They light a fire every night. They've got a great porch. We just had a really wonderful, relaxing stay there last night. But we walked in the heat and the sun. It was hot and sweaty. We're walking out today in the rain, but we're gonna do a second stop at the Smoky Mountain Diner. Had lunch there yesterday. We're gonna have a quick breakfast there today, and then back up into the cloudy mountains. Back again at the diner. Excited, Matthew?
Yeah.
He sounds it. So here we are again. We call this Terrible Tuesday. Our luck is absolutely horrible on Tuesdays. We tend to have rain all the time, mud, miserable weather on Tuesdays. In fact, when we woke up at the hostel this morning, the owner came out and said, "Where did this rain come from? I didn't even know it was supposed to rain today." So we just have terrible Tuesdays. So I'm sorry for all the other NOBO class of 2022. The reasons Tuesdays keep sucking is because Terrible Tuesday with the MACK family. So we are calling it an earlier day than we were going to. We were going to try to get to a shelter, but we are soaked. I fell down a flight of stairs in the mud, and I think I tweaked my back a little bit. We have full food resupply. Our spirits aren't great. So there's a campsite at the top of this mountain. We're going to shoot for there. They have a spring. They have some benches. We're just going to pitch our tents and feel sorry for ourselves, wring out our socks, and be done for the day. So I am in our tent after this long, wet, miserable day. I have pruny fingers, but I'm going to show you my toes after hiking in my waterproof boots for the day. I could show you wringing out my socks, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I told the girls no matter how miserable this sounds to actually set their tent up and then get in their sleeping bag and their wet clothes, because we are in a cloud, and so nothing is going to dry up here. We are going to wake up tomorrow with the same amount of wet clothes. So not their rain jackets or their rain skirts, but in their pants and their shirt, and see if we can get them dry in the next hour or so, because there's no other chance. So these are my pruny feet. Disregard the calluses that I'm forming from walking, but that's after walking for, roughly about 5 hours in a lot of rain. Everything is soaked. You can see Matthew's getting his stuff, and there's a sneak peek of us camping in a cloud. It's going to be wet all night. Back in the tent again at hiker midnight, 8:30. We are getting ready to go to sleep. I wanted to show you our desperate attempt to dry our socks for today. I don't think it's going to work, but we'll see in the morning. We got all kinds of wet clothes.